Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based Dads. I'm Joey. We are a mostly whole foods vegan cooking channel. We do some product reviews. Sometimes there's some episodes with Tim, bacon with Tim, sprouting with Tim, mushrooms with Tim. If you like what you hear so far, please hit that like button. Show us some love. And please think about subscribing and becoming part of the Plant-Based Dads family. If you like getting these videos, you can get them early by becoming one of our Patreon members. Our Patreon members are monthly supporters that help us put the show together and get the plant-based message out to the masses. If you've ever thought about, how can I be part of this? How can I be part of this message? How can I be part of the show? That's how you can do it. You can be a Patreon member. You can also support us on PayPal and you'll get the same benefit. There's a link below this video that describes how you can become part of the team. Okay, so today's recipe, I am absolutely loving. I love when you can just throw stuff in the Instant Pot without having to saute the veggies first or any of that stuff. You just kind of throw it in, turn it on, cook it, and it's done in one shot. Those dump and go meals mean everything to me, especially as a teacher now, a middle school math teacher. I just don't have time to have a lot of production at lunch. I've got to grab something, I've got 30 minutes to eat it, I've got to heat it up, and I'm catching up on papers during all that. Like, I just don't have a lot of time. So I can't have like a spread of different foods that I have to put together, right? One pot meals, dump and go. That's the way it is for me now. Today I'm showing you how to make a vegan version of a chicken and rice bowl. We're gonna use jackfruit. And with jackfruit, I'm not a huge fan of jackfruit because I feel like jackfruit tastes like the can. When you dump it out of the can, I feel like it has this kind of aftertaste that's almost metallic. I have done jackfruit a few times. I've got the jackfruit taco recipe, the Caribbean jackfruit taco recipe, and those are really good. And they're good because the spices are so well done that you don't taste the jackfruit. Well, this is another one. This vegan version of the chicken and rice bowl has enchilada sauce in it. It's got some great spices. It's all done in the Instant Pot, and it is amazing. I've been eating this like a bandit lately. It is a filling meal. It works so well on the starch solution, and this is kind of my new favorite thing. I probably have this now 2 or 3 times a week. I'll make some broccoli with it and throw it in, and it's an amazing lunch. So here it is, my vegan chicken and rice bowl made with jackfruit. Let's get to the food. First thing we're going to need for this recipe is an Instant Pot. I'm using the 6-quart IP Duo. We're going to add 2 cups of white rice, rinsed until the water turned clear. And then I let it dry for about 15 minutes. Right on top of that, we're going to add 2½ cups of water. Next, it's a 15-ounce can of black beans, drained and rinsed. After that, we're adding some of my homemade enchilada sauce. You can see it's steaming and still bubbling in there. I'm going to put the recipe right in the description below the video, but if you're not making your own, then you can use a 10-ounce can of store-bought enchilada sauce. Next, I've got a 15-ounce can of jackfruit that I rinsed in a strainer in the sink and then used my fingers to shred it piece by piece. You can actually use 2 cans here, but I only had 1, so that's what I threw in. Now I'm adding about a cup of frozen corn. After that, I'm peppering to taste, and I like a lot of pepper for my taste. Now I'm adding about a teaspoon of Himalayan salt. Next, it's a full teaspoon of garlic powder. Now I'm going to use my spatula here and mix that up. We haven't even started cooking this yet, and look how good those colors look. You know this is going to taste amazing. I just want to make sure all the rice is below the water line so it absorbs the water. Now I'm putting the lid on, I'm locking it in place, and I'm setting the valve to sealing position. I'm going to cook this for 6 minutes on manual high pressure. After the 6 minutes is up, I'm going to do a quick release. For quick releases, I like to throw a rag over the vent so water doesn't spray all over the kitchen and onto my camera. Okay, now watch this right here. Do you see this pin right here that the arrow's pointing to? That's about to drop in. Here it goes. Okay, so it just dropped into the Instant Pot. Now, there's no more pressure left in the Instant Pot, and you can open the lid safely. And look how amazing that looks. Woo! It smells fantastic. Now, it is rice, so I'm just using a fork to fluff up all the rice here. I want to make sure I get it all. And now I want you guys to see this. Look at that. You can see the shredded jackfruit, you can see the rice, you can see the beans, the peas, that beautiful red color from the enchilada sauce.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. Let's grab a little taste here and see what we've got. And it's a winner. Now it's time to plate up. I've got my little Fiesta bowl here because I love this thing. It always makes me feel festive. So I'm spooning some of this out. And now I'm gonna top it with a little bit of avocado. You can leave this off if you want. And I've got to throw some cilantro on there because what's a Mexican meal without cilantro? A beautiful vegan chicken and rice bowl, courtesy of the Instant Pot. I can't wait to dig in. Let's eat.
I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. Like the whole house just smells like a Mexican restaurant. I mean, it's everything I could do not to go grab some chips and salsa. Luckily, I don't have any in the house. All right, let's give this a shot. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Wow. All right, so first let me just tell you, the way the recipe is set up, the way I'm putting it on the screen and in the description, it is not spicy. My enchilada sauce that I make from scratch, that's got like 2 whole tablespoons of chipotle chilies and adobo sauce on it. It's got chili powder in it. It's got a bunch of stuff in it that should make it really spicy. So the sauce itself, if you have that like poured over, enchiladas, it is a little spicy. But mix in here, absorb with the rice and spread out over the whole recipe. It is absolutely not spicy in any way. So you could, bump up the spices on this if you like really spicy food. I absolutely love the way this is. You've got the hint of the Mexican flavors. You've got the texture of the beans. The shredded jackfruit kind of gives you the robustness. And the rice is filling, right? It's just the substance of the whole meal. The taste goes so well together. It is an amazing combination of flavors, but it is absolutely not too spicy. A lot of people will comment on stuff like this and go, hey, I can't do spice. This isn't spicy. You will not taste any spice. So give this a shot. I'm gonna eat this whole bowl here. I absolutely love this recipe, and I could kind of survive just on this. You can leave the avocado off if you'd like. I'm having it for the video, but normally I would not cut avocado up and put it on this just because it's an extra step and I don't have time for it. Plus the avocado, once you cut it, you kind of have to eat it. I don't want it really in my food all day, just sitting there and starting to deteriorate. And I'm definitely not gonna cut up an avocado at work. I don't have time for that. So I just leave it off. All right, folks, that's our video for today. Vegan chicken and rice bowl made with jackfruit. Please hit that like button. Show us some love. What's not to like? If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we have a new video, usually every Monday. And please leave a comment below. Are you using jackfruit? Have you tried it in something like this to replace shredded chicken? Again, not a huge jackfruit fan. I wouldn't even say I like it. But this is, one of a few recipes that I make it in. And in this type of recipe where you can't tell you're eating jackfruit, it makes all the difference. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.